Mad Medic here from the Komodo Kamado user forum. Today I'm going to show you how to do rotisserie chicken on the Komodo Kamado barbecue. Let's start it off. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the components of the rotisserie cook and the motors and the baskets. Okay, first of all, we have the baskets. You can get either a 6-inch basket or an 8-inch basket. You can see that they're quite different. So the 8-inch basket here, we'll use it for much larger chickens. One time I actually put in 4 Cornish game hens in there, and one of them fell out. I didn't secure it tight enough. So the next time I switched over to the 6-inch basket. 4 Cornish game hens fit in there just perfectly. These are the brackets, or the mechanisms that the meat is held into place with, and as you can see, there's a groove there, a hole on the right side, and they do attach to the basket. They just slide over there and then they'll slide across. This is kind of on backwards, but anyway, it would flip over, and then you can adjust it and put the meat, and it'll clamp down on the meat and hold it into place. So the 8-inch comes with 3 brackets to hold it in, and the 6-inch comes in with 2. Okay, as far as putting the basket into the to the KK, as you look over here and to the left, you can't really see it, but right in that area there's a hole that one edge of the rotisserie basket is going to go into, and then over here on the right side, right in this area, is where the other end is going to go in. So see if I can do this, film, and do this all by myself. It kind of gives right there a little bit, so push in, come over here, line it up to the other hole, and there you go. It goes into place. There's a 6-inch basket sitting in the rotisserie. Of course, when you close the lid, nothing's going to hit, and because the motor, which I'll show you mounted over here in this bracket in a few minutes, it actually turns the rotisserie spit. You can see where the rod and the probe is going to go into there, and it's going to turn the whole basket. So it's completely sealed, and the heat, you don't lose the heat, and it works really well. So here's the rotisserie motor. It's supposed to be up to 50 pounds, made by One Grill. The rectangular probe coming out is what's going to insert into the hole on the right side of the KK. The wrench that I have on there is just simply for me to be able to hold on, and you have to push in on that pin, that rod that's going out. You have to push in. It's spring loaded, and you kind of got to make it fit in the bracket, and it's got to fit into the hole. So it's just, you kind of got to push in and insert the whole thing and let it go. It's kind of complicated, but it actually works pretty well. I'll show that to you. I got to get somebody else out here to film this. Okay, so now I'm going to put the wrench on the rod that's sticking out of the motor. I use that as a handle so I can push the whole rod into the motor. It's spring loaded. You've got to line up the brackets there on the motor to the bracket on the KK itself, and there you see I'm pushing it in so I can clear the KK itself, slide it over the ridges of those brackets, and then I release the spring tension, and it goes into the hole, and I just kind of adjust it, make sure it fits in there tightly, and then we're good to go. Okay, so now we've got the motor mounted, and we got the 6-inch basket in, and I think I'm going to use an 8-inch basket for the cook, but I'm just using the 6-inch to show you. There is a power switch down here on the lower right section. Turn that on, starts humming, and as you can see, the basket starts spinning, and it goes very slow, even, and I plan on doing the chicken. It's about a 5-pound chicken, and it'll go at 350 degrees for about an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 20 minutes. I'll just have to keep an eye out and watch it. Just to show you, completely closed up. I don't know if you can hear the motor, it's spinning and you can hear it's making a noise. Okay, just to show you, there is the 8-inch basket spinning. So both work, 8-inch, 6-inch. I am going to use this basket for the cook. Okay, so here's another close-up of the rotisserie working. This section over here on the right, that's the motor. That rod is going inside. It's turning a tube, I guess, and then that tube is fitted for this other side, and that rod fits into that tube, and then of course it just turns and spins it, and it works well. Okay, so I'm going to put the chicken in the rotisserie basket. It's 4.9 pounds in weight. I'm going to put it right in the middle. And then it comes with 3 different brackets to hold it into place. I don't think I'm going to need all 3 of them. I'm probably going to try to use 2. I'll put one on this side, come over, and one on this other side. As you can see, there's a little groove here, and it just fits right over this little slot. It only goes in one spot. There's this kind of a grooved area here and one on this side. You cannot do it on these other sides. Okay, I struggled with this for several minutes and decided that the 8-inch basket was too big, and I went to the 6-inch basket, which I'm going to cut all this footage and go right to the 6-inch basket now. This is what I ended up with. The chicken basically is too small for the basket, and I had all those clamps on there. It would just look bad, so I reloaded on the 6-inch basket. Okay, I've changed my mind. I am going to use the 6-inch basket. I just didn't like the way that other one ended up. So I think I'm going to put both of these on this side. So one I'm going to be able to put it right here and push down. As I push down and then tighten this in the spot, that holds it. Tighten this one down. Now I'm going to come back over, loosen this so I can change the angle of that. See how that turns? And just to really get it into place here. Tighten that down. Of course, tighten this up. Okay, I don't know, I just like the way that looks better. So I'm using the 6-inch basket, not the 8-inch, and only 2 of the claws. Okay, so we're at 350, that is my desired temp. So we're going to open up and insert the rotisserie basket. Okay, so here I am. I'm going to stir up the coals a little bit and get ready to put the chicken and the rotisserie basket on. Okay, so now I'm going to put the chicken on, and you can see the left side goes in the hole there. Then I'm going to come over here on the right side. There's a hole right in there. It's kind of warm on the little fingers. Okay, so the chicken's in, and I'm going to turn the motor on, make sure she spins okay. And there she goes. Let it spin at least once. Make sure it doesn't fall out, which it's on there pretty tight. And it's looking good. Alright, so it's going to be about an hour and 15 minutes to hour and 30, and we'll come back and check it out. Thanks. Okay, in about less than 10 minutes, I had it up to 350, and I decided to go ahead and put some wood chunks in there. So I did. I put an apple chunk and a very, very small alder wood chunk. Never used this before like that, but thought, what the heck, I'll give it a try. Temps went back down, but they're coming right back up again. So I'm going to hold it at 350, and we're good. Okay, it's been 55 minutes. Still holding at 350. So let's take a look and see what the meat looks like. Looks pretty golden brown. And looks good. Looks really good. Alright, so that's just at 55 minutes. Close her back up. Let's keep on going. Okay, so it's been 1 hour and 35 minutes. That's what the chicken looks like. That's pretty dark. I think I'm going to rotate it a half a turn
put the breast side down and let it sit for just a couple more minutes, just to maybe darken up the skin a little bit. But it looks really good. It's definitely done. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take it off now. It just pops right out. There she goes. Looks very, very good. All right. Okay, so I'm going to take it apart, let it rest. And actually I'm probably going to have it for lunch tomorrow. I just wanted to cook this and show everybody how to use the rotisserie. Well, it sure smells good. I went ahead and put on a chunk of alder wood and apple. And man, it smells really, really good. So there we have it. Rotisserie chicken on Komodo Kamado. And oh, it smells good. So there you have it. Rotisserie chicken on Komodo Kamado. This was made by Mad Medic on the Komodo Kamado users forum.